Welcome back to another food review. Today I'm going to be reviewing White Castle's shrimp nibblers. So apparently they've had these on their menu before because the advertisements say that they're back, but I have never tried them before, so I figured why not make a review out of it. So they have both a regular shrimp nibbler and a Sriracha. So I figured I would get both of them and try them out. So these are the Sriracha nibblers. Alright, and then I gotta get out the regular ones. There we go. Here's the regular ones. And then a little comparison. I think the Sriracha ones might be a little darker. Or redder. Yeah, I think the Sriracha ones are a little redder, but they look similar-ish. And I figured I would try these also in a variety of dipping sauces. We got ranch. We got honey mustard, which for some reason they put in a packet. I know they've put honey mustard in cups before, so I'm not sure why they changed that. Alright, and we also got some tartar sauce. Alright, well, without further ado, I think I'll go ahead and try them out. I'll start with the regular ones. So here's what one of them looks like. I believe I got a small for both of these, which costed $4.69, $4.59, something like that. But yeah, without further time to waste, let's go and try this out. Alright. I think for this one I might do this. Okay, that didn't really work out. How about this one? There we go. Alright, one more. Alright. I'm going to start opening our dipping sauces. Oh crap, some of that spilled. We got ranch. You gotta be careful when doing this because it's really runny. Okay. Okay, I need to get scissors in order to open the honey mustard packets. Alright, well anyways, let's try these out in some sauces here. So, I'm gonna first do ranch. Alright. Okay. Alright. Now let's see if I can put some honey mustard on this. This might be kind of tricky to do. I'll do my best. There we go. That'll probably work. I will say White Castle's honey mustard is a bit more mustardy than other restaurants. Alright. Let's see here. I gotta be careful here. I don't want to spill this. Okay. Lastly, let's try these out in some tartar sauce. I think I could just pour some of this into the packet because I don't have a whole lot left. It'll make things easier. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Hold up. Alright. Take a look inside of there. Try to get these decently covered in tartar sauce. Now, this might be a bit sloppy, so my apologies for that. Let me try this last one in ranch. I think I might honestly like the ranch the best. Alright, well, that's all the original shrimp nibblers. Now, we try these Sriracha ones. Alright, let's see how spicy these are. They might be pretty spicy because I think Sriracha tends to be a pretty darn spicy. Right? Okay. Seems like it might take a little bit for the spice to actually kick in. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting here. Because for the first few seconds I wasn't really noticing the spice, but then eventually the spice kind of gradually kicked in. It's actually not super spicy. Probably no spicier than like mild. Oh, this is a good looking shrimp right here. Look at that. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Now, these aren't actually terribly spicy for being Sriracha. Alright, well, let's go ahead and try these in the sauces. Alright, I poured some more tartar sauce into here. Okay. Alright. Alright, now with some honey mustard. Okay. Got a little bit of tartar sauce in that too. Okay, we got 2 more left. Probably have them in the ranch. Alright, done. I'd say out of these 3 sauces, the ranch is probably my favorite. I think it has the best taste. So, as for the shrimp nibblers themselves, they're good. I wouldn't say they're anything amazing, but it does have that kind of White Castle exclusive flavor, at least in my opinion. like if you were to eat it and you didn't know what the restaurant was, you could probably tell that it's uh, something from White Castle, sort of like with McDonald's, how it has like that uh, distinctive taste that makes it that's like exclusive to that specific restaurant, and it makes it easier for you to tell um, that you're eating from that particular restaurant. I'd also say a similar story with something like Pizza Hut and stuff. Oh yeah, so and then the Sriracha hot ones weren't actually that spicy. They had a little bit of a spice to them by themselves, but the dipping sauces honestly just uh, killed the spice completely. So I would say for most people, you guys might find these a bit underwhelming. These Sriracha uh, shrimp nibblers, especially with having Sriracha in the title. I'd be lying if I said, even for me who doesn't love spicy foods too much, it would have been kind of nice if they had a little more kick to them, make them distinguish a bit more from the regular ones. Uh, so, yeah, as I said, I think for the average person, especially for them being called Sriracha, I would imagine with the level of spice that they have, they would be probably kind of disappointed. Because I'd say that was no spicier than like mild spicy. If that might have even been less spicy than mild. Uh, might have also been less spicy than uh, the spicy fish, the fiery big fish sandwich, and the spicy chicken wrap I had at Burger King. But yeah, I almost want to say the spiciness, the spice level of these might be like light, because they only seem to have like a small kick to them. So yeah, but they're not bad though. So yeah, so on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give the original Fit Shrimp Nibblers probably a 7 out of 10, and then uh the Sriracha ones I would probably give a I'd honestly probably give them like a 5 or 5.5, just because they didn't really live up to the name. So uh I'd say it's logical to give them a lower score. So yeah, that's gonna be about it for this food review. So um, if you guys have tried these before, definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think of them. And until then, we'll catch you all in the next one.